Lewington?
Yes.
Hi, so I said you've got issues with news and things, so we need to get passed on to our Tessie Solutions team. Let me just take a couple of details for that one. There you go.
Well,
okay.
this is, you know, the problems are ongoing, of course, at Pennard Green. Now, it seems that even though the police came to your offices with me and told you that I was in danger where I was, and have said that for me to try not to be at the house for much of the time, you know, not let yourself be seen going in and seen coming out, then I followed their advice. So, you know, I've got to creep in and out, you know, so that nobody sees me. And I've got to live, you know, with your curtains drawn. But now we can go on to this. This is very similar to the case of Mr. Ibrahimi. The crimes have been so severe whilst being a tenant of Curo, and I've tried to sort this out many a time. The police have tried to sort this out, even to the point of coming to your offices, and Curo have ignored this. But now it's ongoing. We're up to 22 separate hate crime reports.
Yeah, I can see there are various things going on here. I'm not trying to see what the last one we've got here is. So Lisa has been dealing with things through, I think Ben Howlett has asked us to have a look at this. Yeah, okay.
Now, I'm meeting with Ben Howlett, and I shall in the new year be contacting Bart Murphy solicitors. Because the way things are with Curo now, and with Bath City Council, this is absolute madness, that any tenant could be put in such severe danger.
No,
the hate crime has not been stopped. It hasn't been stopped for 10 years.
Yeah.
And as I said, I spoke to Inspector Usher in the week.
Yeah.
There have been 22 serious attacks on that property.
And I know are those things we're aware of, or are they things that the police have been dealing with what's...
Of course we've been aware of them, because the police have been working with you.
Okay, yeah.
The police have been coming down to your offices. We've had half a dozen, at least I would have thought, meetings with Alan Kelly, and still my life has been put in danger for 10 years in a known crime house.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure why this is going on. I need to have a
but the bottom line is, because now I won't park my car there, because again, there have been, I suppose, 15, 18 vehicles totally destroyed.
Oh dear. Yes.
Then whoever this is doing this can't find any other way but then to report me for not being at the house.
Oh, right, okay, so they're sort of, making things okay.
And so therefore, you know, I've got my food there, I've got my bed there, I've got my life there. But I'm forced away from it because of the dangers which Curo have ignored.
Yes, I understand that, and we need to do something. Clearly it's complicated, obviously it's been going on for so long, but I need to...
And this is why, you know, when the last time I had an acid attack, also Andrew Snee was also aware. So it's nonsense for Curo to say we should be made aware of this, because you've all been made aware of this.
Yeah, well,
this has gone on for 10 years. You have, obviously, in front of you on your screen, numerous episodes which have been ongoing.
Yeah.
This has been ignored. Now, I have asked Alan Kelly, under no circumstances do I wish to speak to the housing manager which we have for the area, because I found him very rude.
Okay, sure.
And he's a black chap. I'm trying to think of his name, and I can't offhand think of...
Oh, that's going to be Zach, isn't he?
That's right, yes, that's right. And I found him very rude. So therefore, as I've been dealing with Alan Kelly specifically as his boss, we relied on Alan to do his job, but Alan hasn't. Alan hasn't been doing his job.
Right, oh dear, that's something.
And the last meeting that we had was regarding gardening services, because I wrote to him, I said, I don't want this house to fall into disarray, I don't want to be annoyance to the neighbours, and I went with a Mr. Pearsman and the manager of the gardening services, who can witness this also, and I said I'm quite happy to pay the gardening scheme. Mr. Kelly said, that's no problem, we'll get this dealt with. We thought it was being dealt with, and it's the usual excuse, and it hadn't been. But he left it.
You haven't had anything since then?
No, and he left it again.
Right.
So now, you know, we've attempted this morning to telephone Bart Murphy, who we're dealing with the Ebrahimi case, because it's exactly the same situation as this man was in. My life has been put in danger. The difference is he was murdered and I've managed to escape so far. But the police say, you know, this is a very, very bad situation.
Yes. No, I understand that. Let me have a look and
I'm meeting with Ben Howlett on the 11th, and I shall let him know what's been going on with Curo.
Yes.
And with the police.
Let me see, hopefully we can get some information from it. Okay, let me give you a question. Let me have a quick look at the details here. Let me work out what's going on and what we're expecting to be going on from our end.
Right.
Is it right if I give you a call back in 10-15 minutes or so?
That would be no problem. My telephone, you probably already have the number, but it's 07572 863 755.
Lovely, no problem. All right, give me 10-15 minutes and I'll give you a call back.
Thank you very much.